Hello everyone, in this episode me and a friend will go on a 2-night cruise between Copenhagen and Oslo with MS Nordic Pearl and Go Nordic Cruise Line. After a short walk from Österport station in Copenhagen, we were at the terminal and ready for check-in. You have the possibility to check in the self-service machines, but it didn't work for us, so we did go to the check-in counter where they issued us the boarding card. Our cabins are at deck number 5, which is the entrance deck. The inside cabin on this deck is quite small, but it's okay for a 2-night cruise. The cabin was well maintained, but I think the carpet could need some love in the future. After a quick unpacking of our things, we headed out on the public areas. On this ship, the mainly public areas are on deck number 7 and deck number 8. And if you want to, you have a jacuzzi on deck number 9. And even during summertime you have a pool. The conference area was redecorated and the conference room was filled with activities for children because it was Halloween and autumn break. One of my favorite places on board this ship is the lounge, Liva Lounge, or Columbus nightclub as it was called before. We enjoyed a drink and it was time for us to set sail northbound for Oslo. We had pre-booked the dinner both way and we did choose to eat in Skagerrak Buffet restaurant. They had a really nice selection of both hot and cold dishes, desserts and cheeses. After dinner we headed to the wine bar to enjoy a glass of champagne before we headed back to the Liva club. In the early evening they have different game shows and quizzes in the lounge. After that the live band started to play and it got a really nice party and dance atmosphere. After a few hours in the Liva Lounge, it was time for us to head back to bed. Early the next morning, we were at the entrance of Oslofjorden. It's a fjord that are about 100 kilometers long and go all the way into the capital of Norway, Oslo. Norway is not a part of the European Union, which makes it possible to buy duty-free or tax-free items on board. But I think you need to know what the pricing are ashore, because I thought it was quite expensive anyway. Our arrival time to Oslo was 10 in the morning and we docked just beside Aida Bella, that is a cruise ship from German Aida Kreuzfahrt. Due to custom regulation, every passenger has to leave the ship before 10:30, but you are able to get on board again after 11 o'clock. We decided to do a little excursion and we took the tram ride to Vigelandsparken, which is a very famous park with stone sculptures. And it was actually not raining, so it was a really nice stroll in the autumn park with all the different colors on the trees and the wonderful statues. In the park, there are over 200 different sculptures, and many of them symbolize different stages in life and feelings. We did choose to go in the neighborhood back to the city center and the royal castle. It's really nice to see where the normal Norwegian and Oslo people lives. Here you can see the famous shopping street and parade street Karl Johan that stretches from the castle down to the central station. A quick glance over the famous Oslo Opera House, which is really nice building and possible to walk on the roof. But it was quite rainy, so we headed back to the Nordic Pearl instead. We rested a little bit and get heated up before we headed to the Liva Club again to take a sail away cocktail. At 4:30 it was time to set the course southbound for Copenhagen again. Nordic Pearl is actually an old Viking Line ferry which was built in 1989 and sailed on 24-hour cruises from Stockholm to Mariehamn before she was sold to Star Cruises and sailed from Singapore and Hong Kong on short cruises. Before she was bought by DFDS Seaways and put in service between Norway and Denmark. We decided to eat in a buffet restaurant Skagerrak again and enjoy a really nice meal together. On board you have different options to dine. You have the Nord restaurant, which is a fine dining with a tasting menu, Syd that serves Italian cuisines and pizzas, and Kull that is their seafood and steakhouse. We headed back to the Liva Club and enjoyed the party that had started with game shows and live entertainment. After a night's sleep, we were back in Scania and Öresund and we set course down to Copenhagen. The sailing time from Helsingborg and Helsingør area, which is the narrowest place in Öresund, down to Copenhagen takes about 2.5 hours. Now we are passing by another pearl, island of Ven, the pearl in Öresund, where I actually did grow up. 1.5 hours later we were in the entrance of the harbor of Copenhagen. On time, at 10 o'clock we docked here in Copenhagen. Now we only have a train ride over the Öresundsbridge to Malmö. And this has come to end to this video of the cruise with Nordic Pearl. I really hope you like this video and see you in the next.